you're getting sleepy, very sleepy. In 5 seconds, you will hit the subscribe button and you'll watch this video all the way to the end, and you will donate $5 to me on Venmo or Cash App or PayPal, whichever you would prefer to do. All right. Funny intro, right? Okay. Hello, my babies. Welcome back to another video. So I did it, y'all. I hypnotized myself for 30 days straight, and whew, it was a journey. You ever try to do something for 30 days straight? It's kind of difficult. It takes a lot of dedication. I know a lot of y'all are probably like, what? You hypnotized yourself? Like, what? How does that work? Because I think a lot of people have some misconceptions about hypnosis, and I think a lot of people think of it as like literally what I just did. Just somebody swinging a pocket watch in front of your face. Your eyes get all swirly like in a cartoon. I think that's what people are used to seeing, but that's really not what it is at all. So in this video today, I'm going to explain to you guys what it is, why I did it, and how it affected me, and I'm gonna clear up some myths about it. So make sure you stick around and watch this video to the end, because you're gonna learn some valuable information today, folks. And if you're new here, I'm MamaSwole. I make videos about fitness, mental health, and a bunch of other fun shit. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, baby. Join the Swole Squad and get your Swole Squad merch. Shameless plug. Let's get into this, shall we? So what is hypnosis? According to Very Well Mind, they define it as a trance-like mental state in which people experience increased attention, concentration, and suggestibility. So here's how the hypnosis works. I don't know if other people do it differently, but this is just how I did it. It's very similar to meditation. You sit down and get relaxed. You listen to an MP3 file. Why am I calling it an MP3 file? I sound like I'm like 80 years old. I don't know what to call it, but basically you sit down, you listen to this recording, and during the recording he talks you down into a hypnotic state. With the one I did, it actually involved a candle. Not all of them involve candles, but the candle's part of the process. Whenever he's talking you down, you stare at the candle flame. You know how fire, when you watch it, is kind of hypnotizing? If you've ever watched a campfire or something like that, you know how it is. It's about 30 minutes long. I did it every single night before I went to sleep. Obviously, you could do it any time of the day, but that was the time that I found I was able to do it most consistently. So that's how it works. Once you get into the hypnotic state, I'm not gonna completely reveal everything he says because I paid for it, so I don't want to give away his shit for free, you know? He basically just repeats a lot of positive messages. He really drives home the fact that negative messages that people have told you throughout your life are not true. So why did I do this, you ask? Well, let's put it this way. As we go through life, we have people, media, and society influencing our thoughts and ideas. We're constantly being given messages from those around us. Sometimes they're positive, and sometimes they're a little bit negative, aren't they? Yes, they are. Due to our primitive nature, our defense mechanisms, and our egos, the negative messages are what seem to stick with almost all of us the most. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love that shit. We have 300 people tell us we're amazing, and 3 people tell us that we suck. Afterwards, we're like, damn, they think I suck? So the problem is that everybody is always gonna have an opinion about you. You can never control other people's opinions about you. If we take each and every opinion to heart, we can be left just shattered. Like our confidence, our self-esteem, all of that just goes downhill. We have no sense of identity after that. I will admit, I've fallen victim to this. Unfortunately, throughout the years, I've had a lot of people tell me negative messages. Friends, unfortunately family, and a lot of it was when I was a child. So as a kid, you don't really realize that these negative messages are getting embedded into your subconscious. What is the subconscious, you ask? The subconscious is where all our reactions and automatic actions occur that we only become aware of if we think about them. The job of the subconscious mind is to make sure you respond exactly the way you were programmed. It makes everything you say and do fit a pattern consistent with your concept of self. So if you have a negative concept of yourself, if you dislike yourself, and if you don't think you're very interesting or attractive or smart, etc., you will think and behave in a way that matches, reflects, and enforces that. So it's like you get stuck in this pattern. That can be really hard to get out of. Once you've fallen into this pattern of low self-esteem and you keep reinforcing it, it's kind of miserable. I don't know if any of y'all out there have ever dealt with that, but I've definitely dealt with that, and that's the whole reason I wanted to do this, to just get out of that cycle and build back my sense of identity and self-esteem and confidence. So that was the main purpose of the hypnosis that I did. It was called Confidence Booster. So it's just designed to increase your confidence and make you feel like you can handle anything in life. I explained to my therapist that I was dealing with these kinds of issues, dealing with insecurity, low self-esteem, all that bullshit that's just so fun. He brought up hypnosis to me and asked me if I ever heard about it or if I was interested in trying it, and I was like, that sounds pretty dope. Let's do it, man. Ever since then, my life has changed. There are a few myths about hypnosis that I'm here to bust today. This is not MamaSwole channel anymore. This is now Mythbusters. I'm just kidding. First of all, I already cleared this up, but like I said, everybody thinks that the watch and like the swirls and people like, oh, whoa, I'm getting sleepy. Like, it's not like that at all. That's obviously false. Another myth is that everybody can be hypnotized, but that's actually not true. Some studies have suggested that only about 10% of the population is highly hypnotizable. It's possible that the rest of the population could be hypnotized. They're just not as likely to be receptive to it. I would say I'm definitely in the 10% because I feel like even the very first session I did, I was like, holy shit, I'm in this. Like, I am in a trance. But I also think that the more you do it, the more hypnotizable you are. Is that a word? Hypnotizable? I'm gonna make it a word. Another thing is people think that when you're hypnotized, you're not in control of your body. And that's not true at all. You're still aware of what's going on around you. Another myth is that you can't be hypnotized over the internet, which is false. There's plenty of apps and videos that promote self-hypnosis, but it's very important that it's created by somebody who's a certified hypnotist or is a part of a hypnosis organization. So like for me, since mine was from my therapist, you know, that's a little different than just finding something random on YouTube. Although some of them on YouTube might be fine. Another thing is that people think that when you're hypnotized, you can't lie. And that's not true at all. Because like I said, you still have free will. It's not like you're totally out of it. You're just in a very, very relaxed state. Why does hypnosis work? Well, there's still a lot of mixed research about this. Some theories claim that it's more just of a placebo effect. If you believe that something's medicine, then you just kind of think it's medicine, you know? But according to researchers at Harvard, there are distinct sections of the brain that are visibly altered during hypnosis. So are there any side effects or risks to hypnosis? Well, I definitely had none besides a much higher quality of life. Some people may experience headache, drowsiness, dizziness, or situational anxiety, but it's very rare that it causes any side effects. By the end of the 30 days, I felt like a different person. It's not really that the hypnosis completely stopped any negative thoughts or completely stopped any depression or anxiety or any, you know, bad shit, but it helped me deal with things so much better than before. I will say that one thing he really repeats a lot in the hypnosis is I can handle anything. He makes you repeat it out loud. And I've heard before that when you repeat things out loud, when you hear it in your own voice, there's something about that that really makes your brain hang on to it better. I would catch myself in situations that I won't go deep into detail about, but just situations that would normally cause me a lot of anxiety. And my first thought would just be like, I can handle anything. I didn't even have to think twice. It felt like I really retrained my brain to think positive. It felt like it was instinctual. My confidence definitely increased significantly because I felt like a lot of the things that I worried about before, I had no issues with anymore. And I realized how strong I am and how powerful I am. Another thing that he repeats a lot is that all of the negative messages that you've been told your whole life are completely and undeniably false, because people's opinions and criticisms of you are projections. People are always going to project their insecurities on you. The thing is, you can't do anything about it. You cannot control other people. So the second you realize that is the second where you have to learn how to control yourself, because you're responsible for your emotions, for your reactions, for your mental health. Like, you're responsible for taking charge of it. You have the power to make it better. You have the power to overcome any trauma that you've dealt with. And it's crazy how it affected my brain, because I felt like I was looking at everything differently. I would be on a walk, I'd be looking at the nature, and everything looked so beautiful. People describe being on psychedelics like everything just looks beautiful and is shimmering and shining, and that's literally how I felt after I did this hypnosis for 30 days. Life just felt so beautiful. I really think that it changes the chemistry of your brain. That seriously felt like my brain was running on a different pathway. I woke up every morning just feeling so grateful, better than I've ever felt. My final thoughts are, hypnosis for me was completely life-changing. I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm not kidding. It was life-changing for me. Something that I will Never ever underestimate again. Would I recommend you guys to do it? I would say give it a try. I'm not going to promise that it works for everybody, and I'm also not a pro. I'm not a hypnosis pro. I just am telling you simply that for me, it was very, very effective. It's been an incredible journey finding out about this. Like I said, I recommend you give it a try, but if you're going to try it, do it long term, because it's not going to work just from 1, 2, or even 10 times. It's going to take a minute. Make sure that a hypnosis you're doing is from somebody who's certified with it and knows what they're talking about. I'm going to put all the links in the description if you guys want to check out the one that I did. And if you have any questions, comment below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to join the Swole Squad. Like I said, comment below any questions, thoughts, opinions. If you'd like to support me on Patreon for just $2 a month, the link is in the description. If you'd like to support me on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, link is also in the description. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good ass day. And the Swole comment of the day is this comment right here. For a chance to be featured in the next Swole comment of the day, make sure you leave a comment below.